not only a sister, she's a best friend. And most people are not lucky enough to have a sister like her. And we laugh about everything. And it's not even funny. So when we try to tell a story that we think is, that we laughed about so much, people are looking at us like, it's not even funny. But to us it is funny. And I'm always telling her that she's not flexible and she's got to lighten up. And when she's here with me, we have been known to go in our nightgowns, our pajamas, to a drive-through to get an ice cream at 10 or 11 at night, which she would never in a million years do at home. And we just laugh at funny things. And as I said, we never had an argument. And I would love her to move here because we're older now, and I think we need to be together more. We try to see each other as often as we can, but she's here and I'm there. She's there and I'm here, and we just, it doesn't, you know, I can't pick up and leave every 2 or 3 months as much as I want to see her that often. But if you're lucky enough in life, you have a sister like her.
Is there one funny story that Lenny doesn't know about or other people would want to know about Bernice?
There's a lot of funny stories, but I wasn't really prepared to find one funny story. So you want a recent funny story? My finger was cut. See my finger? I cut it on a can of tuna last Thursday morning. I had to go to the hospital and I got 6 stitches. And we talk a lot during the week. I have an 800 number at work. So we talk a lot during the day. And I called her. No, she called me at work and I said, I just came from the hospital. I have 6 stitches on my finger and I had to get a tetanus shot. She said, how did it happen? Well, I opened a can of tuna, da-da-da-da. And she says, only 6 stitches? Don't you remember I had 8? And I said, no, you didn't. When did you have 8 stitches? And she said, well, when we were all in Portland several years ago, we were going down a mountain, the whole family. It was a family reunion. And she slipped on a pebble and she cut her finger. And her son Stephen had to take her to Bend, Oregon to have her finger stitched. So she reminded me that she had it much worse because she had 8 stitches and I only had 6. So she said, and furthermore, what we did is the rest of the family went on to have this just wonderful lunch and we didn't care about her finger. So I said, well, I don't think you really had 8 stitches, and I think my thumb is a lot worse than your finger was. So about 2 hours later, I called her, and I said, you know what? I called Bend, Oregon, and I spoke to the hospital, and you only had 4 stitches. So my finger was much worse than yours. And so I said, and I don't know about you even having a tetanus shot. So the day went on, and I said, so see, you only did have 4 stitches. You don't know what you're talking about. You had 8. So then, I guess it was about 3 o'clock, I get a phone call from her, and she said, well, I called the hospital, and the surgeon remembered me because my son Stephen is the doctor, and I did have 8 stitches. And I said, you know what, you're full of crap. And I hung up the phone because nobody called Bend. So it was just funny because this does go back and forth, you know. Well, my arm hurt worse. Your arm is going to really hurt from a tetanus shot. And I said, no, my arm hurt worse. And we're not competitive at all. You know, it was just something that my finger was really bad because I had 8 stitches. And I said, but see, this is my thumb and it's on my right hand. So, but we've teased each other back and forth. When we went to Italy this summer, and it was the most wonderful experience. And when I got the pictures back, I was the one in charge of taking all the pictures. And when I got the pictures back, and I called her and I said, you know, I have all the pictures. And she says, how'd they come out? And I said, well, I'm going to send you all of yours. I said, can I be real honest? And she said, yeah. I said, well, on every picture, your neck looks like a chicken neck. And I was teasing her. And she says, well, send me the pictures. I'll be the judge of that. And I said, well, you know, it does. It looks like a chicken neck. Your neck is so thin. And I said, you're far too skinny. And, you know, everybody would love to be as thin as her. I said, but your neck looks like a chicken neck. So we tease each other a lot. You know, my sister doesn't cook at all anymore. And I still cook a lot because I have the kids over. And I'll say to her, well, so what are you cooking? And she'll say, oh, well, I made caution shells today, and I made matzo ball soup. She says, I've been cooking. I made 3 briskets. And I said, really? That's just wonderful. Who are you having for dinner? You did all that cooking, because she does no cooking for herself. So we have this, maybe people think it's so weird, but we go back and forth a lot. But, you know, she's wonderful. She's kind, and she is unpretentious, and she is not materialistic about anything.
So you think she's like your mother?
Yes, except she doesn't cook. Yes, she's like my mother. Material things, just, they don't mean anything to her. They're just not real important.
And do you have any I'm sure you have tons of childhood memories, but anything from when you were little, because she's your older sister,
yes,
right?
yes.
So was there
yes.
something that stands out that you remember from, there are probably so many things.
There's so many things, but we used to go to the grocery store at night. My parents would do grocery shopping at night, and we always thought we had this wonderful voice, and neither one of us could sing. And we would wait in the car while they went into the grocery store, and we would open the windows, and we would start singing songs. And, you know, we would think people would think it was the radio. And crazy things. And she always kind of I had to tag along with her. She had to take me with her a lot. She never complained. I don't know, probably her girlfriends did, but she always had to take her baby sister with her a lot. And she never was permitted to ride a bike. She never learned how to ride a bike growing up, because my father had a cousin who was killed by a streetcar on his bicycle. So there was something that my father did not let my sister have, a 2-wheeler and learn how to ride a bike, but I got one. And my father did not teach my sister how to drive. He wouldn't teach her how to drive a car, but he taught me how to drive a car. So, but never jealousy between us. Never. And she's a good person to have in your life. That's all I want to say. I'm done. Because I will start crying. And my father was very, very handsome. And I think this was taken at a party at my mother-in-law's house. It was an anniversary party. And if this was 1950 maybe. And my mother was born in 1903. She had coal black hair when she was growing up. Then she had white hair And Bernice and I had coal black hair. But we color ours. And you haven't seen a picture of Bernice. Oh, this isn't great, but this was us in Italy. It's a little bit dark. But this was us. And if I show you the one of her chicken neck in here, she might be mad at me. I better not show you that. Oh, but this is good of her. She is very, very pretty. Very pretty. And I don't think we look, sometimes we look alike, sometimes we don't.
It's hard to see with this plastic.
Yes, yes.
Wow. She is tall.
She's very tall
And-
and she's very thin, and I tell her she's very thin all the time, and she says no, she's not. But this is her. And I don't think I have any other pictures of my parents upstairs. I don't think I do. No, I don't. Just 80,000 pictures of my grandchildren. No, don't have another one. No. Let's see. No, I'm trying to think of if I have another. No, but I want Lenny to see that I do put his kids' pictures up. I have all his children's pictures up in the house that he sends me. No, I wish I had another picture of my mom and dad upstairs, but I don't. No. But my mother was beautiful. She had beautiful skin, pure white hair, and beautiful, beautiful skin. And my dad was really, he was a very, very good looking man. And what else would you like to see? What would you like to know? I'm looking around. Let's see. I don't have any other pictures of the, I just have family. I'm looking around. Those are not good. I do have Sophie and Eddie and Stephen and Lenny. I have Alex and I have Elise somewhere, but I'm doing all of my stuff over, so I don't have we're doing an update on the family photos, which I haven't had a chance to really get to. So that's it.